Hi, Phil here from nowspinning.co.uk and on Facebook and Instagram and all over the place and YouTube. This is a very short video review looking at the album Aqualung by Jethro Tull and looking at the different versions that are available and which one I would recommend. So let's have a look. I don't have an absolute original copy. This one is from the mid-70s. It's still got the kind of textured sleeve which it had throughout its whole career at this point. So this is the on Chrysalis Records, and it's you can tell it's the later version because it's on the blue Chrysalis label. I'm going to be honest and say that yes, this is probably the biggest selling Jethro Tull album in the UK anyway. I know in Germany Broadsword and the Beast probably outsold it, but I've always thought the production on this sounded old. It's the album's from 1971 and it always sounded a bit like the cover looks, kind of grubby, but that's what you kind of a lot of the early Tull albums kind of had, this kind of murky sound really. So that was it, that's what he had. And then in 1996, when we're in the age of the CD, this appeared. From 1996, as I say, the 25th anniversary version, which makes out that it's been digitally remastered, 20-bit, blah blah blah, prism sound, etc. It came with the, as some deluxe things did then, with a kind of slightly wider booklet. It had some extra tracks on it, which were unavailable elsewhere. A bit of stuff about what the paper said, the lyrics, and that was about it really. I think, was there anything? Yes, just that there was a quad version of the tracks which I'll come to in a minute, and it came in this silver plastic box with information on other albums by Jethro Tull, and there it was. And I have to say that it might have been a bit of an improvement, but it still sounded murky and it still sounded like it was from a very, very long time ago. And then there was a super deluxe version came out, which Steven Wilson had mixed, and it was about £100, and I was just way out of my league. And so the next thing that I bought was the special 40th anniversary edition, which Steve Wilson did, and this is outstanding. The quality of the music and how it sounds, and you've got so many extra, I don't want to get the camera out of focus, but you've got so many unreleased tracks here. It's fantastic. The booklet is fairly extensive, goes into lots of information, and this was the one which you could get. As I say, Steven Wilson talks about the mixes and they sound absolutely unbelievable, and have to say the album on this sounds better than it had ever sounded. Now those of you who know Jethro Tull know that he, since well, for quite a few years now, all of the reissues come in a certain format, and that's this, the book format. I think Benefit's the only one that hasn't caught up, but this came out not that long ago and you can still get it for about 20 quid. So if I was going to say which is the ultimate version of Aqualung, then this would be it really. These I so wish that Led Zeppelin had done something like this with their albums, or even any of the Yes or Purple, anybody, Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull. This format for reissuing a classic album is absolutely incredible. You've got the whole album, you've got an 80-page book, that's what it should be. You've got associated 1970-71 recordings. You've got, and the most important thing, you have 2 DVDs. One of them contains a 5.1 surround sound mix, and I know some of you think 5.1 sound mixes are a gimmick. They're not. They sound absolutely stunning. And on the DVD here, you get the quad mix, which there was a track from an earlier issue. You get flat transfer, vinyl transfer. You get every version of Aqualung you'd ever want in this. And these booklets that Tull do, they are incredible. It's not just about the music, it's about the cover, it's about the artist, it's about the tours, it's about everything they did. There's this in itself you know, these books in themselves are so spectacular and so detailed about what was going on at the time, looking back from now through the eyes of a rock fan from the year we're in now, right back to when it first came out. They are absolutely brilliant. I can't say enough about them. This is how a reissue should be done. So what about if you're a vinyl fan? Is there anywhere else you can go? There is, and it's this has not long been out. This is the vinyl reissue, the 2011 Steven Wilson stereo remix. So if you're going to get a vinyl version, get this one. I'm not sure which version is currently available, but you can see that this is on the old Chrysalis label, and it's green, so it's green vinyl as well, which is rather lovely. But unlike a lot of vinyl issues, this one also comes with an absolutely huge book. You know, I think you can get it for about 20 quid. So again, you'll see some of the pictures, but you'll get this full story about the band. So some of this is from the you know, the hardback reissue book. But if you're into vinyl, then, and you're into Tull, and you're into Aqualung, get this version. It really is good. You know, you've got so much stuff in here. So this is one of the best vinyl issues I think, you know, I've seen for a long time. It only recently came out again. So yeah, so this is the one I would get, the vinyl one. So if you're into vinyl, this is the one to get with the mix, or in CD. Get this. This is fantastic. Any Tull, but any of these Tull issues are brilliant. Thank you everybody, I hope you enjoyed that, and as I say, this is the one to buy if you're into the CD and DVD area, or try and get hold of the green vinyl version with the Steve Wilson remixes. See you soon, thank you.